What is it there? Look at that. Do not touch museum artifacts. Mother of pearl. Wow. Suspenders, an old antique CD holder, cassettes and all. Wow. Look at the old yardstick. Wow, check out that antique thread holder. And a suit for a man. Whew. Looks like a zoot suit. Does anyone besides me hear this? Is anyone going to get this? Where is it coming from? Do not touch. Shalom. HLB Museum of Art. How may I direct your call? Hello?
Good evening. Desiring to be Mrs. Housewife. The suspect who has caught your eye is totally opposite of you. We have information that D has established an all-out plan to create chaos in matrimonial homes so that couples are distracted, men are out of place, women displaced, and children misplaced. Be aware the little things that are just a bother now will become mountains later. These are known as red flags. Know that an unequally yoked relationship is up ahead if you yield to the signs. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to unfix the belief that opposites attract by not falling into the trap and heeding the untold, unpopular story of true mixed marriages as you seek your MRS degree. Should you choose to accept this assignment, you are on your own. Take into advisement that Jesus cannot fix an unequally yoked relationship, and the Happy Housewives organization will disavow any knowledge of your involvement. You may self-destruct.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
Lies you tell. I'm out of this joint. Pretty cute.
Shalom, unhappy housewife here. What does it mean to be unequally yoked? I was clueless once. Now, I think I have all the insight. If you marry wrong, you will suffer long. Marry wrong, and life will not be going on. Why is that? People say that opposites attract. That is a lie straight from the pit of hell, if there is such a place. Why do I say that? Because there are people that we know of who have married today for business reasons. Big names in the entertainment arena. They're making money left and right coming and going, up and down, backwards and forward. Why? Because they made sure that they were equally yoked. I am in that situation. I am unequally yoked. Now do not get it twisted. I shall reap where I have sown. Nevertheless, I am unequally yoked. For example, I really like a well-manicured lawn. I like my grass greener than the greenest green, and my flowers blooming brighter than the sun. I like my edging done where you can tell the difference between the edge of a yard and where the road begins. Now that man I am married to really enjoys having a beautiful lawn, but does he want to work for it? Does he want to pay for it? Let me tell you one thing. I have spent well over $500 buying plants. Now, when we first bought our home, the gardener had already planted flowers, various shrubs in the yard. Therefore, we really did not need to add any. When we moved in, it was winter. So I decided early spring I would go and purchase a bunch of flowers. And when they began to bloom, the flowers that were planted prior began to bloom also. And that man just stuck his chest out, proud as he could be, because of the blooming flowers in his yard. When I travel, I have to do various things like put water beads on the plants in the hopes that they will receive some water, because he doesn't want to water them. And you might say, why don't you just get yourself an irrigation system? Baby, we have a top-of-the-line home, which does include an irrigation system. And an irrigation system frees you up. It allows your plants and your grass to be watered by just the push of a button. You do pay for that. But you pay for it in replacing the plants or taking care of those that you have. I am high maintenance, yes. And I want everything around me to be well maintained. Well, I married someone from the village, shall I say. And when a city girl marries a village boy, you've got issues. You are very, very, very unequally yoked. In the village, they have weeds, very little grass growing all over the place. Just, I don't know. I'm not from the village. I'm from the city, where we have green grass and beautiful flowers growing all around us instead of weeds. But the village boy is not accustomed to that. Therefore, he does not want to water a thing. I planted a beautiful garden once, traveled, came back. The garden no longer existed. So when I turn on the irrigation system, I have to deal with the water bill is going to be too high. The system is being turned on and left on for too long of a period of time. Do you have any money to pay the bill, etc.? Who has time for that? I like my lawn to be beautiful. And if I have to go into pocket and pay money for it to be beautiful, then so be it. You're going to pay for it now or pay for it later. And where we reside, we do have a homeowners association where we are supposed to keep our lawns looking a certain way. We do not live in the hood. We are paying dearly for our home. But that man just focuses on how high the mortgage is instead of thinking, you're not only paying for the house, buddy, you're paying for the grass, you're paying for the flowers, you're paying for the window screens, you're paying for the fencing, you are paying for everything you've got. And it costs a lot more money to live on the sunny side of the street than it does to stay on the side where the sun doesn't shine as often. So now, if you are interested in being with someone and he does not want to maintain the lawn, guess what? You are unequally yoked. If you are an individual who prefer to eat healthy the majority of the time, no white bread, no white flour, no beef, no starchy foods, no sugar, no pop, and the person you are interested in not only desires to eat all of those items I named, but does eat them, you are unequally yoked. You want to be unequally yoked with Mr. Tall, Tan, and Delicious? Go ahead. But you will pay for it on the other hand. I'll see you next time. I'm the Unhappy Housewife.